we've had the pleasure of going around the state and talking to Victorians in their neighbourhood houses, literally throughout the state, from Maui to Mildura. And alongside that, we've done phone polling of another 550 people to ask how they're going. So what we did was ask people, how are you going at the start of COVID? How are you going now? And what are your aspirations for 5 years' time? Some of the themes that were really common no matter where we went, and they shone out through the phone polling as well. So the sense of loneliness that people are feeling, the sense of concern people have got around things like cost of living, concerns about housing, etc. as well. And a really big focus actually on that importance of connection. And so we heard a lot about what people had lost during COVID, but we also heard things about the opportunities and the sense of hope, I guess, for the future as well. And some of that also came to the very things that people lost in terms of feeling lonely, but actually that importance of connection that people felt through places like their neighbourhood houses and the sorts of things that neighbourhood houses were doing for people, like printing out vaccination certificates. Because another thing that shone through in great detail was really significant issues around the digital divide. So a lot of people not having access to technology, not having devices, and not knowing how to use them. And that was actually everywhere we went, that issue came up, and the importance of neighbourhood houses in printing out certificates. I'm looking out at the moment with the power saving bonus and the important work that I know is happening in electorate offices, but is happening in neighbourhood houses where people are able to connect up. So we heard a lot of really important themes, and it just struck me that no matter where we went in neighbourhood houses and no matter who was polled on the phone, the themes were actually pretty much identical. And so I think there's strong themes in there. So we've got 4 key recommendations that we've called on to work with, and we want to work alongside government on this, which comes to addressing the importance of loneliness and making sure that we're connecting people up, and as well as addressing things such as the cost of living and digital divide, and the importance of issues around housing. Because when we spoke to most people, I said, you know what, I want a friend, I want to be able to afford good food and enough food to eat. I want to live somewhere that's safe and appropriate and that's a good place to live. And I'd like to be digitally connected. Although most people also said, do you know what, when I've got an issue, I don't want someone to force me online. I actually want someone that I can talk to because I'm really over this being pushed online. So there was pros and cons of everything. One of our biggest recommendations is for a wellbeing economy. So no matter where you look, a lot of these issues, they don't fit neatly within DFFH or Department of Housing or another department. They're actually about people in real life going, this is like, I want friends, or I'd like food. And so they don't neatly fit into one single department, and they're not neatly siloed out. So we've been advocating really strongly for a wellbeing economy because we know there's this bit of a disconnect sometimes between the best will in the world and what departments work to deliver, but actually what people experience on the ground. So it was a real privilege to go around and ask people what was it that they actually wanted, and then how do we make sure we connect that up with our future collective role in policy making and the services and delivery that we provide.